guys who I know who are in the UFC who aren't getting financially rewarded.
Yeah.
Who should be. You know what I mean? Like Michael Venom Page just complained the other day. Michael's my guy.
Yeah.
So Eddie Hearn, please get into UFC.
See, the problem with that is the way their model is. They're in control of everything. So you can only
Oh,
really...
not UFC, sorry, mixed martial arts. Go set up your own body, your own board
That's
of
what I'm
mixed
trying to say.
martial arts.
Mixed martial arts. That's
Yeah,
what
sorry, I didn't mean UFC. I mean that's what. When we think of mixed martial arts, I think UFC.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Everyone does
get into that seriously.
Yeah, listen, that's what Jake Paul's doing now.
Jake Paul smashing it.
Jake Paul's made a decision because the fighters are not getting paid enough because of what's going on with Conor Benn and all the rest. He's okay. I'm going to go into. Look what he's doing with Francis Ngannou.
Exactly.
He's got Ronda Rousey coming back as well.
Exactly. So you know what I mean. So Eddie Hearn, please get into mixed martial arts. But I know that he will smash it.
'13th and final round.
Yes.
Episode 1. Real talk.
Real talk.
With the knowledge. Spencer Fearon in the house. And I know we can talk all day long when it comes to boxing things. Listen, let's start with this though. Big fights this weekend. Let's go through the fights for this weekend. Let's start with this fight first. Shaquille Thompson v. Brad Pauls.
That's a really good fight, you know. Shaquille Thompson's from your way, and he's from Sheffield, ain't he?
Sheffield. Yeah. Bad man. Bad man.
Southpaw as well, isn't he?
Yeah, bad man.
Tall as well.
Tall. He's very tall.
Angly.
I don't know how he gets down to middleweight. Right? But Brad Paul's got very good timing. You look on Brad Paul, he's got good timing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't rush his work neither. But and he can punch a bit. He's not out and out like, oh, he's a vicious banger, but he can punch a bit. And you know, I mean, you guys are box. Anytime you're in the ring, everyone can hit. They said, nah, he can't punch. This one can't. Everybody can hit.
Everybody can.
So, but I like the momentum of Shaquille Thompson. You know, and I think he's been brought along carefully when he was with Izzy at GBM, and I think because of his height and he's got his long arms as well, and he's very busy for a big guy. Then I'm edging towards him to come out victorious.
And he's very aggressive as well.
Listen,
the build up, the fight will intimidate his opponents.
We're around a lot of fighters. We're around a lot of people.
Around him, wasn't it?
Listen, like you know what I'm going to say, right? We're around a lot of people like you are in boxing. Past, present. Shaquille Thompson gives me the chills on around it. When the camera's off and off, he's very, very tense. Like, you know,
so you get the chills around him.
Yeah, I get
it. That's kind of weird. I've only met him once.
He's just on edge all the time. He's ready.
And I'm being real. Donovan, he doesn't make you feel on edge, does he?
No, we're different. We're different species, but you can see in him, he is ready to explode. One boom.
Okay. I mean, I've been fortunate. Like we speak a lot on Instagram. Like you DM me and we'll talk. But when times that I've been around him, well, I've only been around him, twice. Such a very nice man to me.
Very nice.
So that's what happens when you become the uncle in the thing. It's different now. You know what I mean? Like I'm claiming my age. I'm not trying to be young no more.
We've been. How old
are you? How old are you again?
I'm born 73, bro.
Oh, right. Yeah. A big man.
Yeah, exactly.
A big man for me.
Listen, we've been out for lunch with him. We've had dinner with him. We've been with him from fight week. But when it comes to fight week, what I mean by the chills is he's you know, like some guys, the first round they're feeling it out to get into a fight. He's ready from the start of fight week. He's ready to go there and then straight away. Like we was there was one security guard only put on at a press conference, and the guy thought, I forget who it was, Rivers Wilson, the kid from Birmingham. He thought he'd put his belt and then say something he shouldn't have said. Shaq was
Went mental.
straight in. You know what I mean? Like me and Peter Few was there. There was only one security guard. It was like we were having to move towards the situation. You know what I mean? He's got that. He's got that edge. Do you understand what I mean? He's ready. He's hungry.
But, he's a good fighter. So
Yeah.
I've got him coming out in person. I rate him, you know.
Who do you think about Ezra Taylor? How do you see the Ezra Taylor, the Willie Hutchinson fight going?
Potential banana skin for Edge Taylor.
Mm.
Because he hasn't been in there with man with that level of experience. But I rate Ezra. I think Ezra he's come on well. I mean, he's come on well. I've known Ezra for a hot minute as well. So Ezra knows because he's actually the underdog in this fight.
He is.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he's the underdog in this fight. And I think if Ezra is going to win, he's going to have to win on points. But you can't go against that level of experience that somebody. I think we're looking at not an upset, but I think Ezra Taylor could come second best. I hope not, but I could see Ezra Taylor coming second best in this fight. I want to talk to you guys on Sunday morning and say that I was wrong.
Yeah, I lean slightly towards Hutchinson and the experience and big occasion.
Yeah, listen, he's experienced, and not only that, but he mightily impressed me when he got the win over Craig Richardson.
Yeah.
Craig Richards. Yeah, that's when you have to know, like, and this is Craig Richards who's been in the in world title fights with Bivol. Yeah. And also, if Joshua Whiteley didn't administer those knockdowns in the fight, he would have lost because look at the score, how the score was split decision. So Willie can fight, but I think this is the time where it's going to separate the men from the boys. And if Ezra is to go where we believe, or his camp, I know his camp very well, believe that he can go to, then he should overcome Willie. But I do like the fact that Malik Scott, that's Malik Scott's only fight that Malik's 100% training with. And fair play to Malik Scott. Malik Scott has dedicated a lot into him. So there's a lot riding on this for him to come out victorious, you know?
Yeah.
Because you know how it goes when you're a trainer. People can be very condescending towards what you're doing from what you're not doing, even if you're a good trainer. But I think Malik Scott fits into today's media. He fits into it. You know what I mean? He's a very eccentric kind of guy. You know what I mean? He's married to Kate Adu as well. So he's been pushed a certain way. So you always see him on the TV shows and stuff like that. Very articulate man. And he's a historian as well, so I give him that, you know? But I want Ezra to come out victorious, but it wouldn't surprise me if Willie was to beat him. But I hope that Willie don't beat him, but it wouldn't surprise me.
Who I go for a draw. I don't know, because it's been so much of a good fight. They'll want to see that.
Listen, his nickname's a draw.
It's all right.
It always sits on the fence, man.
Bejin, when it happened, yeah.
You say that all the time.
No, but many times I've been right. I've won
many times.
Remember the ticket?
Many times.
No, not many times, but
calm down. Many times, calm down.
When the ticket, remember the ticket when we won money. All right.
Who's that?
When was he? I think I betted and I won the fight. I can't remember which fight one. But anyway.
But listen, don't forget, Ezra Taylor is the older fighter in that fight as well.
Ezra Taylor's the underdog.
No, it's the older fighter. Willie's younger.
Well, how old is Ezra?
31.
And Willie's what, 28?
27.
Yeah, so I'm not going back younger. That don't mean nothing. It's what miles you got on the clock.
I know, but I'm saying
Ezra hasn't really got that many miles on the clock.
No, not really, because he had 6 amateur fights and he's had, what is this, the 13th or 12th fight? As a pro.
You know what? I got a feeling that Ezra's going to stop him in 3 rounds, you know. I've said it. I got a feeling. You know what I mean? This is boxing anyway, but right now you still got to go for Willie to come out victorious.
Yeah, you got to catch him.
And you have to understand that bookies bet from the head and not the heart. So, you know?
It's how hungry he is as well. Is he hungry?
He's hungry.
Ezra?
Yeah,
Is he hungry?
I said
You think-
Oh, definitely. No, one thing I have to give Ezra Taylor, he's a very, very dedicated young man. You know?
he's dedicated.
Very
He's
dedicated.
dedicated. He's very dedicated. He lives the life.
Lives the life,
He's
yeah.
never.
Yeah, but now that I heard that he's 33 or 31, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? Age. We're just playing on semantics. I'm not even gonna go too deep into that. You know.
Yeah. I only said it because it's the younger guy's the most experienced guy. Do you know what I mean? Listen, let's talk about the main event though. Atama, Franklin. I can only see it going one way, but does Franklin get to the end of the fight?
Does it drag him through to draw the fight out of him?
Possibly.
Mm.
But you know, Franklin had a disputed points loss against Dylan White.
Mm.
That's when we all got to know him, and he's put a very good account of himself when he fought Anthony Joshua. But when we're looking at that, for us to be honest with it, I thought that was actually a lackluster performance by Anthony Joshua when he fought Franklin.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was saying to everyone, now Joshua gonna knock him out. If Joshua don't knock out this guy in 6 rounds, he should retire and open up a jollof rice restaurant. And everyone was like, right? Because it's not that's how much I rate Anthony Joshua. Not above Dylan White, but Dylan White was coming back from a loss from Tyson Fury, and that was his first fight back. And it wasn't overly impressive to me. But Franklin technically is very good. Technically he's very good. Got very good balance, got very good poise. Right? He doesn't square up. He's always on his blade. He's always on the side. He's always on that side for him to throw his shots. So it's going to be interesting. And it's also going to be interesting to see if it goes a couple of rounds, how Moses Atama reacts to getting hit back. Franklin's not a concussive puncher. I think this is very clever matchmaking. He's not a concussive puncher. He's not really heavy-handed, but he'll throw shots to make you know that he's there. That you know I'm actually present. But am I looking at it like he's gonna go out and bang out Moses Atama, which of what we've seen, Moses has done everything asked of him. Yeah, and I've heard loads of rumors going around about Moses Atama, about sparring and stuff like that. And I want people to realize this. In 1949, right, the greatest fighter of all time in Sugar Ray Robinson got knocked out by Henry Harwick or Kid Coco. Those people don't know that. At the time, he was a world welterweight champion before moving up to fight Jake Lamar. But sparring is sparring. I know some really good guys who tasted the canvas in sparring. Yeah. So, where a lot of people like the whispers are, well, Moses has been knocked out in sparring, and I'm saying, so what? It's sparring.
Don't mean that you're getting paid, are you?
Yeah, exactly. It's sparring, and I can tell you this for certain: there is no box rec for sparring records, so we don't need to worry about that.
That's right.
Because if there was, I would have been a world champion in sparring, so it doesn't matter.
I feel you. So on the night, right? It's what happens on the night.
Yeah.
Got a lot of pressure on the night as well. You got to cope with that.
Listen,
seemingly it looks like he handles pressure pretty fine. Seemingly, you know what I mean? Seemingly, and you can see like he's a kind of reclusive character. Do you know what I mean? He's a very respectful man, but he's very. But when it's time for me to go and do my thing, I'm gonna go do my thing. So yeah.
And the thing about Atama is very active, isn't it?
He is. And all you got to say is he's doing what is being asked of him. He's doing it, right? And I think like a lot of people should get behind him because everyone's talking about this heir apparent. I'm telling everyone, hold up a little bit, hold up until we see him get hit, how he reacts, till we see him in the later rounds. Till we see him in with somebody faster than him, maybe stronger than him. Then right now, if you're faster and more so that you're a southpaw, if you're faster, you can punch harder than your other guy. What does the other guy have to bring to the table to overcome those things? He's got to come with, because you're faster than him, you punch harder than him. He's got to come with more timing. You know what I mean? He's got to come with more patience and more guile to his skill. Franklin's not the person to do that, right? I'm just going to be honest, he's not. And we shall see where this trend goes.
I think the matchmaking thinks that he's there to give him some rounds, right?
Build him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? If he can do away with Franklin, like properly do away with him, then we're gonna know that he's the real deal.
Yeah. Has Franklin ever been knocked out? I don't think so, right?
No. He's only lost 2 fights.
Yeah.
So this is the
And
test.
they're on points to Dylan White and Anthony Joshua.
Listen, while we're talking about Joshua,
that's what I asked.
while we're talking, go on then, what are you going to say?
I was going to ask you, right? What do you think of Joshua getting trained by Usyk? And do you think something's changed? Is it a different Joshua when he comes back?
Can he come back?
No. I'm going to say a different Joshua.
When he comes back, is there going to be a change?
I don't believe we're going to see a massive change. I think that him going over to the Usyk's team is like, I learned things in that fight. And also it takes a big man to humble himself to say like, right, the guy that beat me, I'm going into their camp to learn what they took to beat me.
Yeah.
Similarly to when Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Oliver McCall, right?
Yeah.
And when Lennox got knocked out by Oliver McCall,
Manuel Stewart, right?
Manuel Stewart.
Manuel Stewart was in the corner, and then he goes and employs Manuel Stewart and gets rid of Pepe Correa, who used to work famously with Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yeah.
And Lennox said, right, boy, I want to know because you banged me over. Right, right, I want to, and he went out there. So, you know what I mean? So I don't, when people say, oh, why are you going over to, those two will never fight again anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's more of a respect thing to say, you know what? You are a generational great who I lost to. No shame in that.
Yeah.
I'm going to humble myself. And it takes a big man to humble himself that much. To say, right, I'm going over there where I got beat. I'm going over there.
But I watched, he's getting a lot of respect over there. Like, Usyk's like introducing to the people in the army and stuff like that.
They're friends, right? They've become good friends. They've become friends, aren't they?
Showing him all over, man.
They've become friends. One thing I like about it is Anthony's willing to still learn. He's still hungry to learn. You know what I mean?
He's got that persistence about him where he's like a sponge. He wants to pick up things, you know? But I think it's a lot. And plus, Anthony Josh has been through a lot, right?
Yeah.
I mean, therefore,
his brothers.
You know what I mean? Dinner and lats. That's a big thing, you know?
Yeah.
And like, to know where your mind's going to be at this time, you know?
He's searching for a loving environment, and
yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? And it just weren't destined for him. That's all.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That car crash wasn't destined for him. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, God was on Andy Joshua's side. Yeah. So God went on the other two brothers' side. Because you know what I mean? You can't look at things like that.
Only
you
God.
got to look at this. Exactly.
Yeah, only God.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm saying, bottom line is this: what's ordained for you is ordained for you. And it wasn't ordained for him. That is it. Do you know what I mean? And through that, you can say, alhamdulillah, all praise be to God. Yeah, but at the same time, you can't turn around and say, because you had two friends that passed away. Yeah, no, so, Anthony Joshua always come across as a decent human being to me. He hasn't shown me no bad face. Or, you know what I mean? Even the times when I was giving him a lot of stick, he showed me a lot of love. So, because of that, I'm saying there, massive, you know what I mean, massive props from to humble himself. Say, right, I'm going to go to the man that beat me because they must know something that I don't know. So I'm going over there.
Yeah, I like that as well. I like that as well. I think that I definitely think they'll get in better conditions because I think they're very good at the conditioning side of it.
Yeah, exactly. And anything to help him, then so be it. You know what I mean? Remember this fight when Joshua got knocked out by Daniel Dubois, yeah? Everybody was blaming Ben Davison. Remember that? Because of the instruction that Ben Davison gave to him.
Yeah.
Right? And then off of the back of it, he's saying like, right, I'm gone. Right? And that's no slight on Ben Davison. Right? But I'm saying that's what happened.
Yeah. Crazy. Boxing's a crazy game, isn't it?
It certainly is, my friend. It certainly is.
Make you or break you.
it definitely will do that to you as well.
Listen, I want to ask you a question since we're talking about Lennox Lewis. We had a conversation one time off camera, but I wanted to have it on camera. How underrated was Frank Bruno when you think that Frank Bruno was out jabbing Lennox Lewis, who's arguably got the best jab of all time?
So two of them fought was that was October '93. They fought, right?
That's right.
In Wales, in Cardiff, right?
With the regular stuff. Yeah, I mean, some of them have
Frank Bruno had up Lennox Lewis. I want that to sink into people's heads.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That Frank Bruno, stiff, robotic Frank Bruno who had the love of the people because he was literally British people's fan. They loved him, right?
Yeah.
I'm not Uncle Tom.
He was huh?
I'm not Uncle Tom. Not Uncle Tom.
Yeah, exactly. And he played on that to say, right, exactly. I'm like, but I have to go and be real with you and know, like, on that night, Frank Bruno was excellent. It was excellent. And Frank Bruno had a ramrod hard jab. It wasn't quick. You know what I mean? But it was, if it connects, you knew what time of day it was. Yeah, it was very straight. It was like an arrow. But a lot of people don't realize that Frank Bruno did a lot of training in America, right? Was with Customo. Frank Bruno, in his early stages, was actually trained by Floyd Patterson. A lot of people don't know that. But Floyd Patterson trained Frank Bruno, right? So, but when he came back to England, like guys like George France and that, know the commodity they are. They didn't want to leave nothing to risk, so they all had him a tight guard and just work off your jab, right? That wasn't the most sexy boxing, but you didn't have to because when you connected, you're gonna knock him out. And plus, let's be real.
He's a unit, boy. He was a unit. He was a unit.
Of course he was. Right? But when Frank hit you, you knew what time of day it is that you got hit. So Frank Bruno was excellent the night when he fought Lennox Lewis, but then Lennox Lewis just clamped him and stopped him. But I think Lennox Lewis could have had underestimated Frank Bruno going into that fight, thinking that you ain't nobody, you're not, I'm going to do it. And he was in for a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, it was same with Mike Tyson. He fought the second fight. He thought he could like take him out, but he got wrong.
He did, but he got caught early. He got caught early, and that's what gave him the detached retina. You know, and not only that, but Tyson was just tyrannical. Let's just pull it as it is.
The finish was just awesome, man.
But you're getting confused. No,
no,
listen. You're getting confused. Mike Tyson got rocked in the first fight, not the second fight.
Their first fight, February 25th, 1989.
Yeah.
That was in Vegas, and Bruno clapped him with the left hook in the first round. Yeah. And Harry Carpenter has lost his mind. Get in there, Frank. Right?
Yeah, that was brilliant. That's some of the best commentary, you know. He just was neutral. He was not neutral.
Yeah, he just lost it. But if us to be realistic, Frank Bruno, when we look back, we didn't appreciate who he was. Frank Bruno was a very, very good fighter.
Yeah. I like Frank Pearson as well. Listen, one last thing I want to talk to you about, because I know that you've got a relationship with Clarissa Shields, right? And there's this thing going around with Rolly and all the rest. Do you really think that she could step into men's boxing and beat someone like Rolly?
What I'd say about Clarissa Shields is this. If you know anything about Clarissa Shields is this, that if you know her story, know that you've seen her film, yeah?
Yeah.
Seen her movie?
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know.
She's been through a parade of abuse, right?
I don't know why.
So what kind of mindset is it for a young kid to have a goal or an aspiration to say, I'm going into the boxing? Now in the boxing gym, and I've become national champion, I want to go to the Olympics. I don't only want to go to the Olympics and win a gold medal, but you know, I won it, and I'm only 17, and I want to go do another time out when I'm 21. And she's done that. You know what I mean? She's got to have that kind of crazy mindset to say that she wanted to participate on the things that she's accomplished. I remember her, and this is like 5 years ago, on the balcony of Tundi's apartment. We're looking over the apartment, and she's saying to us like, I'd love to fight in the UK. and how much it means to me for me to fight here. And like from where Tony's apartment was, you could see directly the O2. We looked over there and said, yeah, I mean, it's possible you can fight over there. And she said, you think you can? And then Tundi's famous line is like, you know, dream it, believe it, become it. And I was saying to her, yeah, you got visualize to materialize. And what? Not even 2 years after, what happened? She ends up fighting Savannah Marshall. You know what I mean? You have to be that kind of crazy kind of mindset to actually speak things into existence, but then work towards them as well. Because you know the rules is this: like nothing gets done unless you do it. So she's done so many different things. So if she was to have the audaciousness to feel like I could go in a ring with Rolly Romero and beat him, or remember I was Keith Thurman at one time. She's going back and forth. I could go in a ring with Keith Thurman and beat him. As much as how far-fetched and how crazy it may seem to us, she has to have that belief for her to get to where she's gonna go get to. But me personally, do I think she's going there with those guys? I wouldn't want to see no man fighting any woman personally, right? I wouldn't want to see that. And then also we go.
What's Rolly's response though?
Yeah, I rate him because I don't hit women, right? I don't think Rolly's been very classy, but I get it that right now, Closure Shores knows that anything she says, especially with her social media following and everything, she can say any piece of nonsense and it will get traction. But if she truly believes it, it is not for any of us to turn around and say you're crazy or all the rest of it. Because I know if I was to take that little 9-year-old child, when she, like from the movie, I look at that little 9-year-old and say to that little 9-year-old, you know what? You're crazy for thinking like you could ever be anybody. And look what she's come. She's come out. She's very successful.
Yeah.
She's a millionaire and she's a multi-weight world champion. So I ain't gonna say nothing bad about it.
I bring that. I like that. I like.
She'll have the skills. She'll have the skills to all herself against the man. She'll have the skills.
Against the man.
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. I'm gonna be realistic. She can't fight, right? But it's not for me. She can't. You know what I mean? Right? There's a reason why that is. There's a reason why female boxing only had 2-minute rounds. You're not going to introduce 3 minutes now, but a female's heart, an authentic female, right? Who's been born female. Let's get this straight, yeah? Who's genetically a female.
Yeah.
Your heart is smaller than a male. There's a reason why for the X and Y chromosomes, right? There's a reason why. Right? And you know about nutrition and physics as well, right? And biology. So, no, that is crazy for her to say that. But it's not for me to tell her that that's your dream and aspiration, right? Whatever. It will never happen anyway. It will never happen anyway.
You do realize that she did. I'm not going to go into it. You do realize that there's footage out there of her sparring with a man.
I saw her. She got dropped. Yeah, she got dropped.
Oh, so she's felt the leaks then, isn't she?
So, leave it in the limb. But I tell you one good movie if you haven't seen it. Have you seen the Christine Martin movie?
I've seen it.
Oh, wow.
It's a very good movie.
Oof.
What was on? It's on Netflix now, or is it on?
On Amazon.
Amazon Prime.
People, if you hadn't seen that, go watch that. What a movie, man! I watched that because Ben Whittaker's dad was telling me about it, and I went to watch it. I was so shocked with the ending, how graphic it is. What she went through was crazy. How she survived that.
Yeah. You know what? Also, because I know you're a Sheffield man, right? But where you from originally?
Leeds.
Are you Derby? Donovan?
No, Leeds.
I don't watch football, man.
Leeds, Bradford.
But I don't watch football. But Bradford doing well, though. Doing well.
No, because I know that you're close to Ben Whittaker, and I'm feeling like there's rumors about Ty Mitchell fighting Ben Whittaker. Pardon me?
We'll see.
There's rumors. I'm hearing the rumors. I would love to see that fight happen. Simply because.
Listen, he ain't got his opponent named yet. 18th of April, right?
Well, I think there's talk about it could be Craig Richards fighting Ty Mitchell first, and then a winner of that fighting Ben Whittaker. Whittaker.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting because that put Danny Glover in a position. He likes Ben, but it's his cousin, right?
Yeah. That is his cousin. But I'd like to see those fights happen, you know? It's just like all this big battle that we're getting right now with this Matchroom and Dana White and all the rest of it, yeah? Listen to me. Eddie Hearn get into UFC,
That's fine.
right?
I don't wanna go.
Get into UFC. I would really love Eddie Hearn because I believe Eddie Hearn's a promoter. There's no disrespect to him. I don't believe that Eddie Hearn's a boxing person, right? I believe he's a promoter. Reason why? Because he promotes so well. He could promote music festivals and get away with it, do it, smash it.
Yeah.
Right? Eddie Hearn is a promoter.
Yeah.
Right? And one of the greats, give me his dues. I'd love to see Eddie Hearn get into UFC because there's a lot of guys who I know who are in the UFC who aren't getting financially rewarded.
Yeah.
Who should be. You know what I mean? Like Michael Venom Page just complained the other day. Michael's my guy.
Yeah.
So Eddie Hearn, please get into UFC.
See, the problem with that is the way their model is. They're in control of everything. So you can only really
not UFC, so mixed martial arts. Go set up your own body, your own ball.
That's what I'm trying to say. Mixed martial arts. That's what
sorry, I didn't mean UFC. I meant that's what. When we think of mixed martial arts, I think UFC.
Yeah.
I'm saying get into that. Seriously.
Yeah, listen, that's what Jake Paul's doing now.
Jake Paul's smashing it.
Jake Paul's made a decision because the fighters are not getting paid enough because of what's going on with Conor Benn and all the rest. He's okay. I'm going to go into it. Look what he's doing with Francis Ngannou.
Right, exactly.
He's got Ronda Rousey coming back as well.
Exactly. So you know what I mean. So Eddie Hearn, please get into mixed martial arts. So I know that he will smash it.
I'll make sure
because he has a blueprint. His family, or not him. I'll say his family. They got a blueprint. You know what I mean? Darts, fishing. You know what I mean? Boxing. Go through the list of what they've done. Snooker. Look what Matchroom have done. So would it be difficult for them to say that they're going to go into this? No, it wouldn't. And not only that, but they'll get. I reckon they'll get the creme de la creme of UFC fighters or UFC of mixed martial arts fighters trying to enter into what he's trying to put together. So I think Eddie Hearn, go do it.
Listen, I know that Eddie will see this. I'm going to get this to Eddie. I know to get this to Eddie. Eddie's going to see this. The knowledge has spoken.
Yeah.
It's time for MMA.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I would like it as well.
Listen, the Zoom link's just about to time out, so we're going to check out. But this is episode...
No, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. Thank you, John.
Episode 2 coming next week. Listen, guys, if you're vibing...
Start subscribing. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Love my bro.
13th
and the final round.
13th and final round.
13th final round.
You hit the comment.
Hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscription button.